The build-up to this fight has been incredible. Both of these men verbally sparring for weeks, and now they get it on for real. The jab slightly off target. Nice exchange here from both men. A rowdy crowd awaits our main event tonight. They've had all day to pregame. The media's ready, the fans are ready, and you know the fighters are ready.
These fighters have had to block themselves off and say, right, that's it. Keep out of it. Now it's fight time. The whole day, everybody's been waiting for these two. This is it. This is it.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. We wanted action, and they are delivering. Good punch. This fighter embodies the cardinal rule of boxing. Hit and don't get hit.
These are my kind of fighters, boxing on the edge of the ring, using the jab, using the footwork, moving left to right. It's like a bull in a matador.
Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's like a match made in heaven.
Big swing and a miss with the hook. Beautiful counter punch. The straight right just misses. A counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Straight right just misses. You'd like to see more jabs. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned? And there's the bell to start round two. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
When you've got two evenly matched fighters in this weight class, it sometimes comes down to who's in better condition. Missing with that right hook. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Missing with that jab. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Can't land the jab there. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Well, Johnny, I know it's still early on, but have you been surprised by anything you've seen?
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour is the heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes our history books.
Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
That jab doesn't score. They both want a highlight reel knockout. Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
Look back in the history books. Some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there, these guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. It hurts, and you can imagine that being you. They're the size of an average man.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Sugar Ray in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round. On to the third. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Nice counter shot. Straight right just misses. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
Middleweight always gives us a class. If you've got two class middleweight fighters, you're in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, Mr. I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
They are not going to let this one go to the judges. Beautiful counter shot. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
They exchange punches. Good counter punching. Punch, counter punch. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. Nice idea with the jab, but does not land. Nice counter. A perfect counter. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Sugar Ray Leonard in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
I seriously hope.
There's the bell for round 4. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
There's a counter shot. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Caution is being thrown to the wind. The straight right just misses. You can tell one of these fighters is starting to fade. What does he need to do to get back in this contest?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
And he scores with the counter. How about that time counter shot? Catch and shoot. That jab won't score. Oh, what a punch! They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
That counter punch caught him clean. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
You don't want to lose this fight.
Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
The perfect counter lands. Those counter punches have to hurt. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. Well done with that counter shot. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Just missed with that jab. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think them. You've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket them.
That counter shot lands. He threw a punch and just got countered. Good counter punch. So much for boxing. This is a fight. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Nice counter shot. Nice counter punch. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Fantastic punch. Good counter punch. Nice punch. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Sugar Ray in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
Dominance, without a doubt, made look so...
There's the bell for round 6. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
That counter punch caught him clean. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Trying to land that jab. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. One moment changes everything, especially in this division. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. The straight right just misses. Punch, counter punch. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Nice counter shot. You've heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? They exchange punches. Both men step back for just a moment. Good counter punch. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Sugar Ray Leonard in that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy. And there's the bell to start round 7. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Good counter punch. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer. They are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Both men step back for just a moment. His stamina is off the charts. This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw... Oh, my goodness. I want to see that one more time.
That's lights out right there.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Are you okay?
Whoa, wait a minute. Robinson got buzzed there. He's in trouble. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now. Oh, right there. Sugar Ray Robinson just got rocked. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Is he going to punch himself out, though? The jab doesn't quite connect. And he misses with that jab. This fight may stop here considering all the bruising and swelling on the face. To the relief of the fans here, this fight will continue. Final 10 seconds here in the... Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. Let's see how the corner handles their fighter here after being dropped twice. And
out there, I need you to win this round.
there's the bell to start round 8. They've got to be feeling confident now after what happened last round.
2 knockdowns and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs are feeling like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Split the guard and he is rocked. No way he survives this. Defense is not an option for these two. Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
Now you've got 2 fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. It's all offense all the time. He just misses with that jab. Incredible work rate. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Holding nothing back here in the round. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. The judges have spoken a unanimous decision victory.
What a whitewash. You know, that's skills, that's class, that's levels. One is up there, one is down there, but you know what? The loser is going to have to learn a big, big hard...